You'll have to forgive me for the poor lighting. I was editing in bed and then just realized I needed to do my music for the day. I've been really tired after yesterday's performance and then some stuff I had to go do today, but I'm happy with the progress I've made on Japanese House today. Because I was working downstairs, I didn't have my keyboard readily available to me, and I wanted to do a vocal chop, and so I spent the day doing vocal chops the old way of listening to the old one, finding things that I thought worked, grabbing them, pulling them forward, and then like rearranging them. So I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. We added a few other things, a few other kind of like little effects in a few spots, and a few other risers and things. But in general, mostly just made this and then grabbed another sample from the original audio. This is what it sounds like right now. Kind of play the whole vocal area here all together.
I could have been somebody else, but I've been out looking for me. It doesn't matter what I tell myself. For a moment there I swear I saw. I want to meet somebody new, change beneath the evening light, and she held me kinda like you do. Help you know.
I was pretty proud of this chop, though. I felt like this worked out pretty well. It's this combined with the little thing. This is what we had going on beforehand. We built that like the very first day, but we have that kind of working in tandem now with the chop here. There's a few subtle changes from the first bar to the second bar, and then I think that the third is the same as the first, but the fourth has, you know, a different turnaround here on the end. Then the fourth has a different turnaround in the end. But I don't know if those like little subtle details of like differences and like each vocal chop section will really stand out with how kind of it's buried in the mix, but I like where it is. It's clearly not supposed to be the attention grabber there. It's just supposed to be like a fun detail. One thing we did bring in to help make it feel more like a fun detail is this extra bit of the sample. Is just one of the most gorgeous little guitar licks I've found in a long time, especially in those particular chords. Coming down and ending on Re on the second scale degree as it's settling into the one chord. Just, oh, so gorgeous. And so those go really well together. I could listen to that for hours. That's just gorgeous. So then you also have, you know, the kick drum coming in here, and I think it really makes it helps bring the beat back that we're going to start building up here. Yeah, it's great. Probably gonna do a little bit of sidechain. I thought we were doing sidechain at some point on something. Maybe not yet. Sidechain will be a little bit different here and maybe a little bit easier to do than in drum and bass. We put our old white noise faller in here, but also with some tremolo and space designer in it just to give it a little bit more shape and kind of got that kind of like sidechain compression chug going on, but just with the tremolo. The only other thing we added over here was just a little bit of vocal chop in the middle of the vocal sample to kind of tease that, like, you know, chop stuff's coming up later. It sounds like this. And, you know, it's got this gaining down to kind of create like an analog delay here where we're just looping this and having to get quieter instead of actually putting a delay effect on it. This was simpler than, I don't know, maybe it wasn't simpler than automating a delay to kick in there, but I like the way that turned out. Just again, tremolo and some space designer, and I think it plays really well in between the vocals here. Nice little handoff. So a small little taste of what's coming up later. And yeah, that's what I did today. Love getting to continue to experience more stuff with vocals, and excited to see where this piece goes. Really curious how I'm gonna bring the bass in. Like, where am I gonna put the drop? This has felt like a really good build, and I want to keep building, but I don't want to build up too high. It is supposed to be house music, which is supposed to be a lot of like more like small drops here and there, not big drops. So it kind of felt like a drop when we brought the bass drum back in. So when we figure out when to bring the bass back in, not the kick drum, but the bass sounds, the bass instruments, is going to be, I think, a really important decision in this piece, and I'm really excited to figure out where that goes. So hopefully get to work on this again tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. That's all we have time for today. See you guys then. Bye-bye.